Welcome. This is gonna be my first reactions to the Superman trailer. I've been putting it off for a while because I wanted to do this live, and
Yeah, me too. Me too, everybody.
yeah. So I thought what we could do is we can write our thoughts like on a Google Doc and then revisit them after we actually watch it and see if it either met our expectations or didn't, if it flopped and it sucked. And yeah, so without further ado, let's just jump into the first one. We're gonna do the Superman one.
Just hit theater mode. Yeah,
There we
that one.
go. As y'all can see, we have a couple more that we need.
Ooh, I see it. Okay.
All right. So if you guys haven't watched the Superman trailer, join me. Like look straight out the gate, I think it looks cool. That already like the color grading on it is really
That
yeah.
sounds like biases to me. It's like
It's
it's
not
like two
biased. It
seconds.
looks good
Two,
already.
2 seconds in the trailer. Look how badass this looks. Never saying
I've
this was
seen
like a
Yamcha.
Yamcha. Yeah.
Yamcha. I did see that meme. Like that is as far as what I. Are they gonna tell us who he's fighting on here?
Yeah, I think you well just you'll see it. Just
Yeah.
just just you'll
Another
see
thing
it.
I did see was people were making fun of him because he has the broccoli cut, the one that the young kids are having nowadays.
It's for his disguise.
Mop head hair. Glad I'm gonna grow my hair out like that.
Do it. Do it. And then you can dress up as Spider-Man for Halloween. I mean Superman for
Superman.
Halloween.
Yeah, my hair is not as curly wavy, but it's
You
curly.
you can use a curly machine, whatever
Yeah,
they're
curly
called.
machine. Yeah. So I'm assuming this. I will shave your head. No,
Do
I'm
it.
assuming this is
Actually, do
Lowe's Lane.
actually do that one. Do that one. Yeah. Really.
I know that's crypto. That's what
Crypto. Home. Take me home.
So, what's his name? Jesse Eisenberg or whatever was the one who played Lex Luthor last time. Right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. How do we feel about this dude playing? I growing up, I know he was one of the main kids. He's Pitbull.
Mr. Worldwide over
Yeah.
here. Uh,
Yeah. Like, is he in the movie? Yeah. Well, this is also the main guy from Nosferatu, so he's having a great year. Like a great. Well, yeah, yeah.
I'm like, where have I seen them? Where have I seen them?
Yeah, yeah, well, growing up, like he was the main kid from like this very popular UK show called Skins.
Mm.
I don't know if you ever. And then yeah, it's just like now like Nosferatu was a really bodies, warm bodies, the one with the zombie one.
That's him.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
he's
I
from War
remember that.
Zombies. Yeah, and now he's Lex Luthor. That I don't have a problem with that. I like him. I think, and he was great in Nosferatu. Well, eventually we'll talk about that in a bit. That's pretty cool.
Superman.
Oh, that's right. He's Beast, right?
I feel like I've seen him in something with heroes before, but why don't you just look up Superman cast and then click on him and wow. Oh yeah, right there. Yeah, there it
Okay,
is.
so he's played. That I also saw this guy pop up a lot because everybody was making fun of his haircut, and
Right.
then people were like showing him side to side with the actual comic book character, and he does look like that, which is ridiculous. That thing, but
Looks like one of the cheap villains of an anime or something.
yeah,
Like the
it's not like
first, like
it's the most played part.
yeah.
Oh, that's the guy. Yeah. Okay, great. I had seen a lot of people complain about how colorful it was, and I think just Zack Snyder really like screwed up people's ideas. Uh, I've always liked the darker themes to him, but like Superman, like red and blue. I'd like give Batman the dark universe as now. I think that's all right. Um, Lada already gave it a thumbs down. I
Wait,
am
wait, why? Wait. Before you go, or unless you think her answer will bias yours,
No, she won't be.
then you go
She
first.
won't change my answer.
Okay.
Lada's a like
Well,
I consider myself a hater. She's definitely
yeah.
a hater. Yeah.
Well, if it's not very long, I want to know why. But I mean, I guess you can go while she types it
Yeah.
because
I
I know
thought
we're we're
I
ahead.
thought one thing that was really cool that people pointed out how in this universe, like even like and the building has the actual whatever,
Mm.
showing how like, everywhere else, like in the Spider-Man one, they also I don't remember what it's called, but this is on it. Like I'm tired of Superman movies. Enough is enough. Oh, like I want a good one. Like I want a good
Okay.
universe that doesn't fucking suck. They had the perfect Superman. Like I love Henry Cavill. He is Superman to the day he dies. Right. The story is always the same. No, it's not. Well, what's the name of the guy with the T on his head?
He-Man.
Look, I am hopeful just for the fact that James Gunn has a good track record. I
Look,
think
okay. Well, okay. You go, Oscar, and then I'll go.
yeah, and this part right here just like looks freaking cool. Like
But that's the only scene that looks like that.
well, we haven't seen
They recorded it just for the trailer.
yeah, right. It's just we didn't really see much of the fighting either. I don't think
So that's one
I
thing
don't
that
think they're giving us enough.
okay, so that's one thing that I am kind of I feel a little bit optimistic about because I don't know. To me, when you look at Guardians of the Galaxy 1, 2, and 3,
Yeah.
they're not like super action packed, and sometimes the action is like very like cheesy, like not cheesy, like superficial, like oh look at us, pew pew pew. So then I'm like, is it gonna be like that here? I hope not, but that's one thing that I know people love Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't hate it. I enjoyed them, but I didn't enjoy them as much as other people make them out to be. So yeah, he has two guns, one for each hand.
I want to be positive on this new joyous year. I do not. I want to be less of a hater.
He's like, I need something to watch for
Yeah,
this next 4 years. I want to be uh, entertained by movies.
positive.
Sounds like you're filling out like one of those surveys, like rate your pain from 1 to 10. Hurts as a 5. Dogs are cool.
Yeah, I like Crypto, and I like that James Gunn based it off of, because Crypto's always been like I don't know, lab or something. So it's like a
Mm.
scruffy dog. I don't feel like those like the brutish, the kind of dog you would imagine it. Like even like whenever they do the animated movie about Crypto, he's like a bug. But the scruffy dog being the character, the main character being
The main
yeah.
character.
I like the scruffy dog getting like
Y-
his flowers on it.
you go into the movie theater and it's like Super Dog. And they changed the name.
And
Ah,
I really
okay.
like it. All right, Danny.
That put Daniel and then in parentheses pessimist. Then Danny's pessimism. Yeah, pessimist. Yeah. As attitude. Well, hold on. I have a perfect description. It will be superficially good. That's it. That's the rating. It will be superficially good. In other words, because there's so many shitty hero movies lately, this one would be a back to, oh, it was not bad, and then it'll be acclaimed as good, but there was no depth to it. There was
We're gonna find
nothing.
out. I don't know how to spell.
Yeah.
Why did it?
Just put in quotations. Superficially good. Like that. That put it, and that's my quote. Superficially good.
Oh, superficially.
SUP, like Superman,
Yeah,
super, and then FISIALLY.
that one more time.
Super. Wait, because it looks very small for me. Super. Where are you?
Uh,
F F
ISI.
I.
Yeah.
No, F I.
Uh,
Remove the S.
okay. FI.
Okay. SCI
Yeah.
A
Okay.
L L
Two
Y.
L's,
Two
right?
L's. Yeah, two L's.
I didn't. But it looks so wrong, and I was like, that's not it.
No te preocupes. So look.
So you think it's gonna look good? You don't think it's gonna?
I think people are gonna rate it as good, but it's gonna be forgettable. It's not gonna be like anything that we'll look back and be like, "Oh, dude, remember that?" Nah, it's just gonna be another movie that it did okay. But again, I think that James Gunn has a good reputation. I think people liked the Superman. I think like if you look at your comments seem to be more of a, like an artistic view, like the colors, the oh I like that, the dog, oh he put this. Like there's those things that some people care about. I personally don't really care about that. I mostly care about the story personally. I don't really care about the other artistic, uh, creative risks or inputs as much. But what I'm trying to say is, look. There's two things.
Look,
What is a
Danny,
what?
have you ever watched like Justice League, like the shows, the TV shows?
Yeah, a little bit. I wouldn't say I followed it though. No, I wouldn't say
I
that.
think for the most part you cannot every superhero movie is the same. So like you have your
Yeah, but
superhero, you
sometimes,
have how
but
he became a
yeah,
hero. He has a love interest. It's literally a formula. People have like it's a formula. You have the
but
love
sometimes
interest.
sometimes yeah, but there's some depth to it. That's every now and then, like there's a new thing that like when Invincible came out, the yeah, he's a hero and there's a villain, but now the villain's that, and then the way it happens, there's something that just makes you go, that was unique. I that was fucking great. Like
But look, there's a big difference between like characters like Superman, like been around forever. Everything's been done.
yeah,
Everything's been done.
that's
In
that
in
okay, so
in, in
that's Okay, go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Finish. Sorry.
Invincible like has a blank canvas. They can literally do.
Invincible, it's like copying characters. But the wing guy is Batman. Then you have one that looks like Spider Man. Then you
No,
have one
no,
that
no,
looks
no.
like
Yes, of course, it is definitely doing that. But that's not what I mean
yeah,
by that. I mean like the way that the story goes. It's literally like if it wasn't because the boys came out before, like a lot of people like like the shock value that you get from Invincible when you see how gory it is, it wasn't something that was common like outside of comic books. In comic
okay,
books, they're allowed to be violent as hell, like on the big screen and on the like animated series, like anything that becomes like anything that DC puts out, like like uh like animated or like movies and stuff, it hasn't gotten that far, right? So you don't get that shock value that something like Invincible got because it was on Amazon, it was gigantic, and it was good. Yeah, it is good. But the thing is, uh, as far as it goes, like there's the story that they're talking about has been done before. That like invasive species comes to the planet, like oh like the main villain has a change of heart. Have you watched the Iron Giant?
yeah,
It's basically the same thing. Like he just, it's
okay. So okay, but okay. Here's one thing. So there is a logistical problem, and that's I think the similar to what Laura's sentiment about being tired of Superman movies. The sentiment, the logistical problem here is that the only reason why I want this movie to do good is so that we can finally get hopefully a good DC universe. The movie by itself, what do you have to look forward to? Like,
okay,
okay, they
okay, okay.
cannot they cannot explain his origins again. First of all, Men of Steel went and explained his origins and in the big screen, unlike like previous movies had done before. You had like a 20-minute uh piece of the movie where he was shot in the whatever planet
Krypton.
Superman's from. Yeah, and where they talk about the problem and how he gets to Earth. That shit was great. And you learn something new. I'm like, well, they cannot exploit that here. The only thing that's new is other villains, which some of them are, some of them aren't, because you have the bald guy. But then and you have a dog, which is the other new thing. But then I'm like, story wise, other than a different villain, slightly different villain, and different alien, like you said, you know what Superman does, and it's like there at some point is like, okay, what can I look forward to in this movie other than hopefully it actually fuels the DC universe. And unfortunately for me, and after I told you this before, and I felt the same way with Blue Beetle, which is the other DC movie, was it feels like a copy of the same style as Marvel. And I think what Zack Snyder had put was different. It just gave it a different feeling. It didn't mean that it was better or worse. I don't know. It didn't really go that far, but it felt different. This, and especially since it's a guy who actually did Marvel movies, I'm like, it feels the same. So then I'm like, the only thing is that I would like it to do good. Hopefully, so that hopefully it leads to a good story and that manages to put all these DC heroes together because they just can't seem to do it
Yeah.
because they have to reboot and reboot and reboot, and at some point
Well, they're
you're
not.
like, oh,
They're not.
another
They're
reboot.
not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. Like so, already that dream
Do
is
what?
that they're not gonna unite the super. Like they
Which like
like
this
like like
Superman is
like
just
Batman.
Superman. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. Like they would.
That then there's even less incentive for like
No,
for me.
there isn't.
There's even
No, it's
less.
because you don't know anything about Superman, right?
I don't need to know more. What
Yes,
else
you
can I
do.
care?
Yes, you do.
Tell me what.
Look. The main
Tell me something crazy that I need to know that hasn't been explored in previous movies. And the thing is like, unless they fucking do an amazing job that was like, yeah, they outdid what they had done with Men of Steel. Unless they do that, it's very hard for them to do anything that will impress anything.
No, because first of all, we haven't even seen anything to do with like Brainiac. There's Bizarro Superman. There's a lot of different storylines that have never even been touched. Like the superhero with the freaking T on his face. I don't know anything about him. I'm excited to see what he's about. All right, if he like, and the good thing is that they opened up with Superman with his ass beat at the beginning. I want to know who the fuck did that to him. Like we see Hawk Woman
But it's because it
and the
also
Green
depends.
Lantern. There's also the Green Lantern Corps to explore,
Right.
right? Two, The thing with like the whole rebooting the whole universe, like always, like that's one thing that I loved about Batman was we're like, fuck it, we're starting year 2. We are not wasting any time explaining to you who the hell this guy is because you know who he is. And
Right.
I hope James Gunn like takes like like notes off of that, of how successful the Batman series, like the Batman movie was, and how that universe looks like it's gonna be a great freaking start.
But see, but that's the thing. When you look at that Batman movie, you see something unique. It's different. It's not. It doesn't feel like you're watching Spider
No,
Man. It doesn't feel
no,
like it
it
feels
feels like I'm watching
different.
a Batman movie.
Right? It feels different. This Superman doesn't look different than
No,
when
the
you're
thing is,
watching.
you only know the
Look,
Snyder Superman
look.
though.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is this: if this movie came out instead of Men of Steel back in the day when Marvel was, on top of the cream, and they were like trying to come with something as a competition, then yeah. But at this point, it is like you're releasing a movie that would have been great 8 years ago, but like the visuals, all of that, like there's nothing new that you can accomplish. There's a movies with great visuals now. What can you deliver that's new other
Then
than
that
a,
that ki-
he-
that
a
that kind
villain
that
that no
kind
one's
that kind
seen?
of talking literally can fall onto any movie ever.
It does, but this is
You will never
Superman.
make another movie ever again with that
This is
logic.
Superman, though. The one movie, the one superhero they've done multiple of, just like Batman. But that's the point. That Batman felt different. You
No,
cannot
no,
compare that Batman
look,
to the Dark
look.
Knight Batman or the old
The
one.
main reason like everybody hated the first Suicide Squad, right? The first Suicide Squad fucking sucked ass. It was garbage. It was trash. And why was it? The villain fucking sucked. We've never had a good
Oh,
Superman villain.
sure,
We've never had
right.
anything good. Like they've never used anybody correctly. That's what
I
we're
don't think
hoping for.
the Man of Steel villain did that bad.
That's the one with Zod.
Yeah, Zod.
Nobody gave a shit about Zod.
He actually look. The world actually felt like he was a threat.
Dude,
Like there was
literally,
actually
like the whole beginning of the Batman versus Superman was them explaining how fucking
no,
Superman
but
was literally fighting Zod and they were destroying the entire city. And it's all
right
like,
because
like
right.
what kind of Superman lets the whole city gets destroyed?
Well, the one that could barely defeat him, what do you want him to do?
Find them
It-
somewhere else.
it-
It's your transmission to the fucking sun.
but that's the thing. He was
Yeah.
fighting someone with equivalent powers. Like whenever Batman gets all,
Yeah,
Ben
because
Affleck gets
what's
all pissed off, it's like, well, what did you want Superman to do? It's not like he chose like let's fucking kill people. But that's what I'm saying though. Like it
it's just the
felt
thing is
different.
because look, no, I'm telling you, like straight up, look, surprisingly, like it wasn't as heavy as I expected it to be. To be, yeah, I genuinely feel like nobody gave a
Like
shit
well, it's because
about the super villains ever.
I think you mixed two. I think Batman versus Superman was poorly viewed. Men of Steel,
No, no, no.
the Superman movie, I think that one was positively viewed.
I
The
don't think
one when
I don't think that they were like it was beloved by or anything either. I just think people just probably just didn't hate it as much as the other were. Like
because it
I've
was
known people literally like have felt that Superman has been like misused so many fucking times.
it's so easy to misuse. He's a fucking strong ass motherfucker that's only weak to kryptonite. Like, how do you use that properly?
Uh,
Like, someone came, have
he
kryptonite, you're weak.
no
Oh, no more
no. The thing
kryptonite, you're
is,
strong.
he can be defeated with magic. Like he's literally like can't beat magic.
Well, yeah, but
But
that's
so then you have
at that point you have to get to a certain part of the story where magic comes in. You're not gonna do that on the first movie, and then these guys
of
went and put him
course.
off against Batman, and you're like, Batman's just a human who just okay. They managed to actually do okay to pair them off somehow, but the movie wasn't that
The
great.
Batman versus Superman movie flopped because of how terribly they introduced Doomsday, and like how literally
Yeah,
everything felt like it was so wrapped up so
yeah.
quickly.
I totally agree.
I like when they like whenever they introduce Batman. I've shown you that scene like whenever Batman's fighting in the warehouses, the best fighting scenes like any Batman movie had like before like the new Batman, and it's
Right.
just like it was just misusing of these characters over and over again. Like how many movies was there in this universe?
Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman, and then I think it was the Justice League one after
That
that.
was it. He only got one movie and then thrown into the Justice.
I think so. Well, it was the Batman versus Superman was supposed to
That
be
was number
another one
two.
where number two, yeah.
Wow.
And then the Justice League after that. And the Justice League, well, the original one was ass, and then the and I think, for example, I think Man of Steel did good. I, I think overall it was viewed okay, and then I think Wonder Woman did really good. The first one.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know
first one.
about the second
No,
one. I
the second one
think
was trash. People.
right. The first one, people really liked the first one, and yeah, I also thought it was not bad. I didn't like Aquaman personally. I thought it was ass, but I think people liked it. I don't know. You can look it up. I think people liked
I
it.
think the war scene at the well, I think towards the second half, I think it was okay. Um,
Anyways, but
I think look, I just like the idea of I was pretty sure he fought Lex Luthor, but I'm guessing that was also lumped in on Doomsday, right?
yes,
Ah,
it
that's
was.
so fucking
Yes, it was because
fucking.
I think Lex Luthor is trying to bring out Doomsday or some shit like that, and then something happens. Someone dies. There's an explosion. They wake him up or something, and then Justice League. That's Superman being revived after fighting Doomsday on the previous one.
Yeah. See, well, look, I grew up watching like the Batman animated series and the least series. So they did so good on like tying in like on Ultimate. Got to view like everybody. It was really really cool. They had their movies too, and they were all really good. So I'm excited to see like what they do with this. Like they haven't shown us like fighting stuff. I want to see fights. See how it looks. I think that there's tons of, of stuff uh, that they literally have never introduced that I would like to see. And I think there's plenty villains out there that he can fight. I don't know if you know this, but you know Constantine.
The one from the demons and
Yeah,
shit.
the guy who hunts demons. Like
That's the
he's Keanu Reeves.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's DC.
Right, right. And I
Yeah,
think they're making a second movie.
I think
Or
yeah
they were
I think they
talks about
I
it.
don't know if that's real or not. It's just I think
Uh,
that's like some
I don't know.
yeah, but that's something that could be incorporated some time down the line if they set up like arc like him versus. I just think there's plenty of room to grow. There's also Lex Luthor teaming up with Brainiac, and the guy's the limit. I just think Superman's been misused. I think he's been set up more as like a god type character. Like this, he looks a little dorkier. Like he's spending time with his parents. So hopefully they humanize him a little. And I think I'm excited. I want to see where it goes. I need more trailers before like we get a better assessment. But I mean, regardless, I'm gonna watch it. So like we'll come back. We'll look back at our doc and see what we think. Any final words on yours?
No, I think I describe how I feel about it. I mean, yeah, I'll watch it for sure. I think uh I mean, especially us doing this kind of type review types. But I feel like it's gonna be okay. It's gonna
Okay.
be it's gonna have some fight scenes, but I don't think they're gonna be memorable or anything.